I'm gonna show you guys how to take your dreams and turn them into a reality. So buckle up and keep watching. Hi guys, my name is Faith. I do also want to address, because I don't really want to go further, the elephant in the room. I'm sorry guys, I have not been uploading. I have had serious problems with my laptop. It's kind of dying. I've had it since like 2015. The other day I opened it and then it shut off. The screen glitched. So, you know, I'm getting that figured out, but in the meantime, check me out on TikTok, because while I haven't been on here, I've been more active on there. So yeah, my TikTok is just Faith Pelerin, same thing as here. So with that address, now we can talk about how I plan on really cleaning myself up this year and getting what we want. And over the last few years, like, I've learned that the best way to accomplish my goals is through something called visualization. Let me just explain. At the start of 2021, I made a whole life vision board, is what I called it. How I wanted my life to look, the vibe. It was very summer-like, with like tropical things, traveling, pictures of like big hair because I wanted to grow my hair. I spent the day picking the perfect Pinterest photos that I could envision myself in, and just spent time enjoying the process. I just sat down that afternoon and put it all together. But it wasn't just gluing pictures on paper for me. It actually felt like I was building my life. Honestly, at the time it was just for fun and maybe motivation, but little did I know that by the end of that year and the next, my life would look more like my vision board than ever. I actually started traveling like I dreamed. I grew out healthy, long, curly hair for the first time in my life since I was a child, which I didn't know was possible. And I ended up building my style, and I enjoyed creating a new wardrobe. These are just some examples, but to this day, I'm stunned at like how close my life actually looked like to my vision board. Aside from certain things like a relationship and whatever, but mostly everything was pretty spot on, and I don't think that was a coincidence, and let me tell you why. Something really powerful happens when you visualize things. If I want to be the type of person that gets up and goes for a run, I first have to visualize it. If your version of visualizing going for a run includes getting up and you're groggy, you don't really want to do it, you feel like you have to force yourself, then that's how you're gonna feel. But if you visualize being happy when you get up, stretch your arms, the birds are chirping, you have your clothes already, then that's how you're gonna feel. A similar process happens when you're making a vision board. I was scrolling through Pinterest looking for the perfect photos that I could envision myself in. So when I was building my vision board, I was visualizing myself in this life. And as I looked at it every day subconsciously, I was believing that I was living that life already. Like, I wasn't just looking at these random photos of random people, but that I was looking at photos of me in that life, you know? That is why visualization is so important, and I'm going to use that today by building my vision board, and I'm gonna show you how I do it properly from start to finish. So one step that you can't skip when you're making your vision board is knowing what goals you're going to set. When I did my whole life one, I didn't really pick just one goal. I picked a few and then like a vibe and stuff, but you need to know what specific goals you want to focus on. I suggest, you know, choosing like 2 to 4 or 5. It depends how big you want your vision board to be. Mine's gonna be pretty big. I'm gonna use the same frame that I had for my whole life vision board, so I'm gonna say goodbye to that one and create a new one. So I have quite a few and I'm gonna share them with you. Here's my laptop. Come on, this thing is on its last breath. My first is to eat healthy. I am a vegetarian at the moment and like don't eat certain dairy stuff, but you know, that doesn't mean you're always gonna be healthy. Like, yes, I've taken certain things off my plate, but I need to put better things on my plate, eat more veggies and stuff. That's one goal. Next is fitness, and then I have self-care. Taking time to live in the moment and do nice things to take care of yourself is really important, and I want to start doing that a bit more, so yeah. And then the last one is having fun. okay? It's so easy to make like a life about work, 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 you know, kind of get lost in thinking of the future and stuff. And another way I want to live in the moment is just to have fun, pick up like hobbies again, because I've monetized a lot of my hobbies, which is awesome, but sometimes it could take the fun out of it. So I just want to pick up hobbies that I do like solely just for fun, just to have fun. So those are my 5 goals. And now the next thing that you should do, if you haven't already, is to get a Pinterest account. You can get your photos from Google Images if you want to, but sometimes it'll have like a copyright stamp on it or whatever, and we don't want that. Pinterest is just more aesthetic and easier to keep track of your pins and make boards and stuff, which you're gonna want to do. So make a Pinterest account, then you're gonna make a board for each one of your goals. Okay, listen, this is muy importante, please listen. When I was making my vision board, I made a board on Pinterest for each one of my goals, and this is important because you don't just want to lump everything together. You really want to take the time to think about each one of your goals. The whole thing about visualization, it really starts here. It starts with scrolling through Pinterest and picking the photos that you feel represent you and your goal and that you can see yourself in. This is the part where I'm gonna say that it's really helpful to not make your vision board in one day. Don't make your vision board in one day. If you're going to visualize, it gets more and more powerful the more you do it. Take a few days or even a few weeks, pick photos that you like for each goal and get inspired. For example, my definition of just like eating healthy, I just type in like healthy foods, healthy recipes or whatever, and if I just try to bang this out in one day, I'm only going to take a few photos and run. But if you take your time to sit and scroll, which is like the only time I'm going to tell you you should sit and scroll. This generation does not need to sit and scroll any more than that. But when you do that, you give yourself the chance to be exposed to new ideas that you didn't think of. With fitness, my fitness goal, just sports. Like I like playing tennis and volleyball, so like I decided to add that. Get in the mindset of your goal and expand your thinking. Now we can start building our board. You want to take your favorite photos from each one of your goals, photos that have people in them, the eating healthy. I didn't just have photos of food dishes, but I also had photos of people in their kitchen cooking up something healthy or something like that. So I could imagine like I'm that person. I could see myself in that scenario. Again, this is all part of the visualization process. You're already mentally in the zone to end up doing these things in real life. So once you're done with all that, which I am, you're going to now print your photos. Okay, so I have my photos here. These are just them. Like I said, my vision board's gonna be big, but if I have extra, that's fine. This was my whole life vision board. Sorry, the glare, from 2021, and I am gonna miss this thing honestly, but it's to the point where like my camera roll looks like this. It's time to set new goals, and I'm gonna use the same frame, start making my new board. This is what we're working with. I'm gonna just end up gluing my photos on the back of this just because I don't have a paper this size, but if you have a frame you just bought, it's gonna come with something to glue it on. So the things that you're gonna need is a pair of scissors and glue. I'm using nail glue because for some reason when I do these videos I never have regular glue, and I'm just gonna spend these next few minutes just zoning out, vibing, listening to music, cutting up all of these papers, and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so I've got my photos here and my paper that I'm gonna glue it on. The sun is pretty much setting, and I don't want to film in the dark. I'm gonna start putting them down. What I like to do is put my papers where I think I'm gonna want them and like sort out where they're gonna go first. Then I go back in and I glue it down, so you don't like start gluing and realize you like a certain photo in a different spot. And then I will pray over it and stuff, and then after that I'll show you guys the final look. Okay, good morning guys. It is the next day and I'm just gluing my photos down. Kind of also praying over each photo that I glue down. I feel like as soon as it's glued down, it's like cemented. So I just want to make sure that if there's any photos that I have that don't really align with God's will and stuff, then I just want to remove them or replace them because I do have some extra photos that I didn't use. So I'm just making sure to do that because with all these goals, these are like my plans that, you know, God is inspired, but only he knows what the future really holds. So if you don't try to build your future with him, then you're just going to be working against yourself because it won't happen anyway if it's not his will for you. And I just want the best for myself, my future, because it doesn't just affect me, but it also affects other people too. So I'm just taking this time. I've got my photos here. That's what I'm doing right now, and then I'm gonna show you guys how it looks when it's all done. Okay guys, so here it is finally finished gluing it all down. These are just like my personal goals. I think it came out really well. I do have some photos left over, but I used all the photos that I really wanted to, and I really like it. I do like how each corner kind of focuses on something a little different. This is kind of like the business CEO owned company type thing, and just like being a boss babe, good energy, like eating well, hiking, fitness and stuff, self-care, and some more down here as well, just like cooking more at home and stuff, and then like some Cali vibes and stuff because I definitely want to go back. But yeah, that is my full vision board. I don't know, it's not just for 2023 in my opinion. I put a lot of things on there and not everything is like meant to happen in just a year, so I'll keep it up for however many years to see how long it lasts, and when my goals change then I'll just make another one. But this is how I get myself together. Starting to change your life and making your dreams become a reality really starts all up here. So I hope this video motivated you guys to really just visualize your dreams, your goals, motivate you to start doing something. Let's all get up and get ourselves together, get inspired, and really start seeing yourself living that life and knowing, you know what, I can do this, I can see myself doing this. That is all really for today's video. Again, I'm so sorry it's been a long time since my last upload, but check out my other videos if you haven't already, and definitely follow me on TikTok, especially if you like my hair or beauty videos. I post a lot about hair on there for now, but I'm gonna start posting more, especially about God, just more life stuff, especially when spring and summer rolls around, seeing these goals that I've set come in action. So yeah, but let me know what else you guys want to see from me in the comments down below. I respond to every comment, or I try to. But until then, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.